So what are we using to seal these windows to make sure that no water is going to infiltrate that foam? One of the questions from our followers was about water, right? This is one of the biggest issues we have as builders, the concern of water infiltration or penetration into the home. And so speaking about water, their concern was, how are we flashing these windows to prevent water from coming in through the top specifically, or getting in through the foam that can saturate, through the foam and come into the home or into the walls. So I'm standing here at one of the openings. Most of the windows have been installed here on the second floor. Thankfully, we have one that is not installed at this point. So what we did first is we came through and we installed this. We worked with Exoperm. This is a Partel product. So Partel Exoperm 250. This is one of our products of choice. This is really built for really tough climates, right? Think about the UK and how that works in a rainy, cold climate. And here we are on the desert where it's not as rainy and cold. But again, what's great is this is like an adhesive. Think of it like a big sticker that's going on the home. So as you have ICF, we have that cleaned, right? We go through and we power wash the exterior of the ICF. It creates a really good bonding strength. And so now this sticks on, we roll this on, start from the bottom going up. So we have that proper overlap. Now that you have this Partel Exoperm around the entire building, this creates an incredible WRB. Now, as we come into the window jamb, that's really important. We're going to come in with the Partel into this jamb all the way to the windowsill here. And again, we have negative slope here. So, we don't have negative slope. We have positive slope. So the windowsill is sloping away from the window, which is key. Of course, from the top, it's not going to, everything's going to fall. But here on the bottom, it's going to slope away. We don't want negative slope where it's coming into the window. So working with our framer, we're going to make sure all this slopes away. And now we're working, you can see here, this is our sealant. This is Veribond through Partel. And so we've actually come through and flashed with this adhesive. This is a multi-purpose hybrid adhesive, as you see here, and it's completely coated on. And so that as you feel it with my hands, you feel it's very gummy. And we've water tested this, no water is going to come through this. So now as we've taken the sealant over the top, over the Partel, and over the creases here, all the way up and over and beyond, you can see right here, it's this really thick gummy texture now that no water can come into this build. So now as we set the window and we then, again, create that adhesive around the window as it's installed, there's no points of access for water because you have the WRB and then you have the adhesive all the way around the window. And again, and one other aspect is we're going to have stuck-on limestone on the exterior, and we'll also have a rain screen, a rib channel. So as water gets behind the limestone, through porous concrete or limestone, it's going to come down that rain screen, that rain channel, exit out through the house, and really won't get spend a ton of time even hitting the windows or the Partel that's installed. So it really creates that waterproof barrier. So again, out of any system that we're installing, this is definitely our method of choice to do the Partel with the adhesive, and it creates an amazing barrier from water intrusion. Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube channel. Make sure to leave any comments or questions. We love to address those, especially, this question about how we're flashing windows to make sure no water is even coming through the top or bottoms of these builds.